What's going on, people? How are you all doing? Welcome back to Arsenal Uncensored. Of course, we are here. Myself and Tony Claude is in the building talking everything Arsenal, guys. We've got a lot to go through. We're talking the semi-final win in the first leg. Arsenal going away at the bridge, getting a 3-2 lead to take it back at the Emirates. We're talking about a bit about the title race, of course, previewing the weekend's games. City go to Man United in the, of course, Manchester Derby. We have a tough away trip to Nottingham to face Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest. We're talking about the Man City strengthening their team with Gay just officially signed for them now. And we're also talking about a thing that came out yesterday, guys. Anthony Gordon to Arsenal, right, in the summer. We've made him apparently our top target for the left wing when they get Tony's thoughts on that. And in the chat as well, make sure you smash your likes up on both channels. Leave your comments down below, any questions, all that stuff. Big at everyone. But let's welcome Tony. Welcome, my friends. How you been keeping, man? Back with our show.
Yeah, big up to everyone who's down there. See, people. Yeah, I give thanks to the Most High, God. Yeah, big ups, Papa, upstairs down there. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, see, it's another episode for me and my brother, Josh True Gunner, and see, yeah, I mean, people. Yeah, you know what this show is all about. Yeah, people. Yeah, it's all about speaking the truth, saying everything as it is. Yeah, as it is. Yeah, we're not gonna go outside the context. Yeah, it's just gonna be, a white and black. Yeah, it's just gonna be how it is. Yeah. So I mean, just sit back, relax, chill, listen to us, and smash the like button for us, people. Yeah. I mean, that's the least thing you can do. Yeah. Support the stream, subscribe to both channels, people, and let's get on with it. And again, DP, I'm so happy to be, on this episode with my brother, Josh Trigun. Josh, man, I mean, just before we delve into this topics, yeah, I mean, come on, man, you were you were somewhere, you were somewhere, yeah, this weekend.
Undercover. Who's going up here?
Weekend, bro.
Undercover.
Undercover, bro. Undercover, bro. Man was trying his spy shit. Yeah, people, yeah. And was, I don't know what end he was at the Chelsea stand, but man was really, really, really tucked in among those Chelsea fans. I mean, just give us, just a little bit of a panoramic view into how you did that undercover stuff and went down there. How did you celebrate the goals? Were you saying, "Oh crap, Arsenal"? Or what were you saying, bro? Just tell us, bro. Tell us.
Listen. I don't know if you guys have firstly seen the clip going around, right? There's another Arsenal fan in the Chelsea end as well, and he got caught. All right. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's all over Twitter, right? He got caught, and he was very close to getting knocked out. And obviously, the stewards kicked him out. I was quite near that guy as well. I was in a similar block to him, but basically, my uncle's a Chelsea fan, right? And he's a proper Chelsea like ultra, so he's in and amongst them with all the ultras, basically. If there's any left of Chelsea anymore, because their club's in the guard, to be honest with you people. But yeah, I'm in there undercover, people, yeah. And listen, I was with him. He's a Chelsea ultra, and he was saying, you know what? If you need to celebrate, they ain't gonna do anything because I'm here. So it's me and my brother, yeah. We went in all black, obviously, with the hood up and everything, people. And we was undercover, got to see a 3-2 win, right? I'll be real, Tony almost got a bit too excited, man. Especially when you know what I'm doing right now, Tony, yeah? Especially when Gyökeres got that goal.
Oh, my days. My days.
Gyökeres got that goal, yeah? I was about to lose it there.
Oh, my days, bro.
I'm in the Chelsea end. I better not go too far, because I could get booted out or something. But yes, my friend, Tony.
So when I want to know your reactions when those goals went in, when the Ben White in swinger from Declan Rice went in. I mean, what was the reaction? What was your reaction? What did you utter? What did you say? How did you behave?
I went, yes, but like obviously, no. But obviously, like Literally, when we scored that goal, I was like, yes, like that. And then this guy, a few people looking at me, giving some dirty looks, Tony, thinking, oh, why are you saying yes? And I was like, oh. I was like, we had to change the reaction, bro. But yeah, man. Bro, it was a shame, man. It was a shame. We even won the game, bro. And like, we saw Ben White open up the scoring. Obviously, Gyökeres getting the goal. Super Mendy's goal as well, bro, was absolutely top class, man. Let's be honest with it. And that 3-1, honestly, bro. I think hopefully we don't come and regret it, Tony, in the second leg, in terms of the fact that it's 3-2 and there's a sort of goal, a sort of a 1-goal margin in it. They come to Emirates, all they need is a goal. Because if we're being real with it, Tony, Mikel Marino had that big chance at 3-1. He could have made it 4-1 there. And we could have completely killed the tie at Stamford Bridge in the first leg. They would have get 3 goals coming to the Emirates, right? But so I'm a bit disappointed in that sense that we conceded those 2 goals, which from that Garnacho guy, right? I mean, come on. Yeah. I think for both of them, we've got to be doing better there. I think Kepa was weak on the second goal, where he's trying to look for the foul there, and that leaves Garnacho with that open goal there. And but listen, my friends, we'll take it. First leg. Before the game, I said we'll take a win going back to the Emirates now. I think at the Emirates, we've got a really good record at home. I think we can definitely beat them at the Emirates in that second leg. But listen, my friends, I'll start with you. Obviously, going back to that 3-2 win, Tony, in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg away at Stamford Bridge. How you feeling overall with it, man? Are you like me? Is there a sense of regret there because we didn't go for more and we didn't go for the kill in that sense? Or do you look at it thinking, you know what? We go out there, first leg away from home, we get the win, we move to the Emirates game?
It's a bit of also kind of like mixed feelings. Yeah, I mean, just crept up, and that was when they scored the second goal. But again, let's go through, what really transpired. Yeah, I mean, going into this game, yeah, I was sort of very, very confident. Not confident in the fact that we're going to Stamford Bridge, but confident in the fact that I knew that the Chelsea defense, we're really, really, really having a hard time, both in the league. Of course, they got that win in the FA Cup, but again, with this championship side, yeah, you can't be too sure about your form or your defensive structure, or even the prowess of your attacking fluidity, on the day. Because of course there are lesser oppositions. When you face top oppositions, you bulk, and that's what we saw with that Chelsea defense, bro. I mean, all over the place. I mean, every single time, yeah, that I saw a set piece coming in, an in-swinger coming in from Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, there was always that disarray. You could sense it. You could smell it right in front of the 18-yard box of that Chelsea team, scampering around. And again, this is what I always tell people, yeah. Arsenal have got... I mean, when I say these things, people laugh at me. But, I mean, it's the truth, people. It's the truth. Do the math yourself, yeah? This is Arsenal's weapon of mass destruction. You know why it's called the weapon of mass destruction, people? Because it causes harm, and teams don't know, yeah, just how to capture Arsenal's rigmarole in the 18-yard box when we're preparing or when we're trying to just get into that aura of taking those set pieces. And again, you can see with that Chelsea defense, bro. I mean, all over the place. Even if I don't really, really trust the personnel they have there, Barashile, I mean, come on, bro. Even Sanchez, mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. I mean, and again, you just have to ask yourself, yeah, a big club like Chelsea Football Club, yeah, have a championship goalkeeper, bro, in their hands. That's a championship.
Yeah, what was he doing? What was he doing for that second goal?
What was he doing? Bro, mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. You know, and then Declan Rice was actually getting lots of stick from the Chelsea fans. I know you saw that, bro. Even if you didn't see it, you could have sensed it. He was getting stick from the corner kick, from the corner kick position where he took that corner kick for the
and
goal.
and then we
They
score from
were
it.
giving him serious stick, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were cursing at him. They were hurling expletives at him, and so even someone even called him a traitor. Of course, he had a spell at Chelsea Football Club before, so definitely, those boos and those curses came out from that end of the Chelsea stand. But man just took the in swinger, and you know what? Yeah, big up to Benjamin White. The last time he scored a goal was against Chelsea Football Club. People, his last goal for the Arsenal was against Chelsea Football Club, and he scored two on the
Yep.
day. And I mean, it's just so amazing when Benjamin White, yeah, expelled those rumors about him terminating his contract at Liverpool. Terminating his contract at Arsenal and living for Liverpool, because I heard that Liverpool is heavy on the chase of Benjamin White, under the radar anyway. But it is what it is. He got that goal, smoothly taken, normal header. Yeah, I mean, we can call this set piece goals beautiful goals again. I mean, they can be so ugly. They could be so non-structured in any way. It could just get in a very ugly manner. But again, what we really want is 3 points on the board and a goal. Yeah, and Benjamin White did it. And I'm also happy for him. And then the second goal, I mean, see, I mean, we've been a big topic on this channel, on both of our channels actually, yeah, because I've seen you go on serious spats with lots of people, and it's this issue of Gyökeres. Yeah, I mean, people, man of the match, and that. Oh my God, yeah, he gives it to us, people. That's it. That's it, people. See, people, it's easy. It's simple. This is me. Yeah. If you do the right thing, if you're scoring goals for the football club, I would be the first person to say, you know what, yeah, guys, that was a goal. Yeah, he did well. Give him his kudos, people. And again, yeah, see, Josh, yeah, the position where he got that goal, yeah, that is where you want your number 9 to be situated in the 18-yard box. That is where you want to see your number 9 frolic around. That is where you want to see him do his thing, in the 18-yard box, not on the channels, people. Yeah, not behind doing the capacity building for Arsenal, for Arsenal's attack. No, 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 not on the wings. No, no, no. Where you want your number 9, yeah, is in the box, hustling and harassing defenders. Yeah, bro, that was in between two Chelsea defenders. A mistake from Sanchez, letting it go under his arm, and then he sees that chance and bam, hits it. Yeah, that was a pure number 9's goal scoring opportunity, and Gyökeres was there at the right place at the right time to get that goal, and he got it. I was so happy for him. Josh, did you see what happened when Bukayo Saka came to celebrate with him?
Yeah,
It's all over Twitter.
He pushed him out the way. He pushed him out the way.
Pushed him off the way.
Because, Tony, you see, Saka could have played him in first time, and he decided to cut back. Benny Blanco overlaps with a great crossing, yeah? But you saw that reaction, Gyökeres, when Saka didn't play him. He was like, oh, man. Yeah, he put his hands up. He was like, fuck.
It looked away. It looked away and raised his hands up.
Facts, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then you see the celebration. He pushed him away a little bit, didn't he? He was like, I ain't celebrating with you. I'm going to my boy Benny Blanco.
I'm going to my boy. People, it's simple. And again, you know what? Yeah, I think I have to listen to some of the arguments you earlier brought, to the arguments that my friend and my brother Oregon Gunner told me about the dynamics of this system with Mikel Arteta. you two, including Rory, to be very fair, Rory too. But Oregon Gunner has always been banging in that point, with me. And he's always said, you know what, yeah, with the dynamics through which Mikel Arteta is playing with, man is not getting those passes from our outlets, yeah, from Bukayo Saka, maybe from Odegaard, Trossard, or whatnot, yeah. Whenever they play, they somehow find it so difficult to send that pass to Victor Gyökeres. And again, we saw it yesterday with what you said too. Saka, instead of just finding a way to just get the ball across to Gyökeres, he instead wanted to cut in selfishly and take the shot on his own. I mean, for how long would that work at Bukayo Saka? He's been figured out. I know he has to. I know, when you're a forward player, yeah, at times being selfish, yeah, should be part of your game, but not to the detriment to the greater good of the team. Yeah, and this season, I think Saka is doing it quite a lot. To be very sincere with you, and I really felt Gyökeres' pain when Saka didn't send that pass to him. And to be very sincere with you, and that person that I've been saying something like this is Cooper. Cooper. Big up to Cooper. I don't know if it's here. I don't know if Cooper is here, but people, that's me. This is me. I'm one of the fairest people on the on internet space here. See, there is no shame. Yeah. If I see something is correct, I would say it's correct. If I was wrong in it, I would go back and correct it. That's me, people. So I'm not saying I'm wrong, because Gyökeres should, however, make those runs, get into positions, But I firsthand, I saw Saka stink up the place without passing to him, bro, and he let a bad taste in my mouth. And when Benjamin White sent that cross, to him, I was so satisfied to just see Gyökeres just finally that pressure just lifted away, and it was a good goal. I really liked it. It was a predator's a chance, a predator's goal, and he scored it, and that's a testament to how he fought hard to be in that 18-yard box and hold of the two centre halves, and that was very good. Another chance came from Merino. I thought he should have put it in the back of the net, and I mean Sanchez just by a slight margin just hit it with his toe. Did you see that chance, bro?
Yeah, with his toe, man.
That should have entered. That was a carefully well placed shot, but again, it is what it is. But I had several problems with Mikel Arteta's substitutions. I was seeing strikers all through. I was seeing Jesus come in. I was seeing Kai Havertz come in and play in midfield. Bro, what are you doing, bro? You're 3-1 up. In Zubimendi, I've just put you 3-1 up, sparing your blushes by allowing, that fish score a goal, bro.
Yeah.
Arsenal is allowing Garnacho. Yeah? Garnacho. Yeah? That dyed his hair blonde, bro. To score a goal. 2. Not 1, 2, bro.
2,
on,
yeah.
Bro. What are we doing? What are we doing here, yeah? For Garnacho to score against us, bro. Kepa, what are you doing? And again, see, I mean, that's even a more bigger indictment, yeah, on using Kepa as we get to the highest stages of this competition.
Should have been Raya shooting it in goal.
It should have been Raya, bro. I mean, I understand the sentiments of Kepa going to his former football club to show them what they're missing.
He made some good saves at times, though.
He made some good saves, but I mean, not David Raya kind of performance, though.
No, of course not.
David Raya, nowhere near, bro. David Raya is more, he commands his area more better, even if Kepa is more bigger. But David Raya, even if it's a smallish kind of guy, miniature in his physical features, but he can still make himself big enough, yeah, to cover his near post. You can see that goal that Garnacho scored, where Kepa was just rushing out for no just cause, yeah. And Garnacho was like, oh, really? You're coming out? Okay, that's good. You just put it. I think it was a nutmeg, actually. And I put it in between his legs, and it went in. If it was David Raya, I know he will make himself more bigger, and kind of like just truncate the movement of Garnacho and protect his near post. But I mean, Kepa didn't do that. Even if I saw a couple of saves from him, and that was
Yeah,
because Estavio. I feel Estavio is a very dangerous man. I think he's
I
a
thought he was their best
dangerous,
player.
dangerous player. Mm. I don't know about you. I don't know what you think about that
I,
player, but
I
I
thought
think
he
Chelsea have a player in their hands.
honestly, I thought he was their best player against us. That's just what I saw. Every time he got the ball, it give us something to think about all the time. He was only one actually trying to do something for them, to be fair. Obviously, Garnacho came off the bench and flipping scored that brace, but he was the only one
Mm.
who actually he was the only one I was looking at in their attack thinking, actually, we got to be wary of him, because he has,
Yeah.
I mean, he proved it against Barcelona, didn't he? This SFL guy, when they've done them 3-0
Mm.
this season. Like he's
Mm.
definitely a very, very talented player. I think he's only 18 as well, isn't he still? So he's the only
Yeah.
one I was looking at thinking, hold on a minute, let's be a bit, wary of him, Tony. But so you say obviously mixed feelings coming into it, but do you see us
Yeah. So
progressing
mixed
now?
feelings. Yeah. Garnacho scores the second goal, and then I'm like, oh, okay, what is wrong? Because, and you know why? Because all of Mikel Arteta's substitutions went the opposite way from, let's say, the game against Liverpool. Just when you're begging Mikel Arteta to bring in reinforcements into the team that would shore up the midfield and protect our back four more. I'm talking of bringing in someone like a Nordgaard into the conversation. Someone who would just shut down the midfield. He's done it before. We've seen him do it in games before, where he could just shut down the midfield and make it a little bit more compact in that midfield. Mostly because Estavio and Ganacho were just running wild and free, through our midfield and stumbling on some certain kind of chances here and there. So why bringing in Kai Havertz to play in midfield? Why bringing in Gabriel Jesus when you already have 3 goals scored, one by a midfielder, two by Zubimendi? Why not just bring in Nordgaard to just close up shop?
I hear it.
And it's failure to actually do that, expose that midfield. These two players are just running wild and free. Yeah, Enzo was also trying to create some kind of chances later in the latter stages of that matchup. Estavio was running wide and free too. If not for the experience of Jurien Timber, the people, Estavio, yeah, would have just really ripped apart anyone who was in that left back position because I don't think Miles Lewis Kelly would have given a better performance than what Jurien Timber did there. So Jurien Timber thanked a hero in the right hand side, a hero in the left hand side, simply the best all-rounded defender in the league today. People, no one is going to tell me nothing, bro. An all-round defender, bro. Yeah, an all-round defender. Kudos to him for keeping Estavio quiet in some stages of that matchup yesterday. Even if Estavio's quality still shone through, got some few shots on. But when Ganacho scored that second goal, I was like, oh my God, this is where my mixed feelings are. I mean, we did so well in scoring 3 goals. We should have done more anyway. But I was more satisfied with that 3-1, knowing that I
Yeah.
could actually take 2-0, kind of like a 2-0 gap down to the Emirates and just shut shit down at the Emirates. But it didn't work out. So that's where those mixed feelings started coming into play. Number one, we're conceding goals. Number two, our defense still looks jittery. Number three, our attack isn't really liquid enough to my liking. Number four, we're not inculcating Eze into the gameplay. I think Eze is still someone we could use. I would like to see him on Saturday play against Nottingham Forest. That's a story for another time. There were some parts of that game, yeah, that didn't really, tick out for me, and it had to do mostly with how we considered those goals and Mikel Arteta's substitution at the end of the day. I don't know about you. I'll allow you to just go through it too.
Yeah, I thought there's some players in there who I thought stood out. I thought Saliba had a really, really good game in there, Tony. Defensively, I thought he's rock solid. A few times going forward as well, man. He kept getting the ball, driving with it.
Mm,
Played a few good direct passes to into our attack. Had that shot which almost went in as well. I think in the first half. So I was impressed with Saliba. Um, who else in there? Listen, I tell you one, I wasn't impressed with Tony, and
mm,
this is where Arteta needs to have the same energy that he does for Eze. Odegaard,
ah,
did you see him for the? Was it their second goal? Or was it one of their goals or something, bro? Just giving away the ball so cheaply, right?
yeah, it's so cheaply, bro.
And overall, like, was he effective at all in the game?
At all, bro.
No, he wasn't.
I hardly saw him, bro.
Thi- this is where you have to have like, the same energy you have for Arteta Eze, because he's punished Eze for the Villa Park performance, right? Yeah, he's not
Hmm.
played in the Premier League for five games now. Okay, I hear it. Eze against Portsmouth again wasn't effective, but at the same time, Odegaard now. I saw it against Liverpool. I've seen it against
Hmm.
Chelsea now, right? He had a few good games,
Hmm.
right, when he came back from injury, but he's one you got to look at in that Chelsea game, and he was off it completely, wasn't he, Tony Odegaard?
I mean, how many times do we have to talk about this Odegaard problems here? I mean, without him in the team, yeah, I wouldn't say, yeah, we were playing, we're firing on all cylinders. It was very liquid. No, I'm not going to say that. But at least, yeah, we were pushing things. We were moving the ball a lot more quicker. With Odegaard, I mean, it's slowed down. And if there's anything we do know as experienced Premiership watchers, it is that when Arsenal plays the ball more quicker, passes the ball more faster, we bamboozle teams with those kind of movement, those kind of slick movement, those kind of quick progression of the ball. Where Odegaard, he slows things down. It's always keen to look for those sideways passing, safety first, keep possession of the ball. Typical Mikel Arteta, Bible giant. Yeah, I mean, he is Mikel Arteta's a student in all
Is he
ramifications.
something, bro?
I don't have a problem with you being an astute student of Mikel Arteta. That's not the problem. But the problem there is that we do know that to beat Premiership teams, you have to move the ball more quicker, pass it more quicker, be intuitive in your thinking and in your chemistry with other midfielders, bro. Be fast enough. He's holding back our attack. There are times when you
Mm.
just need him to just hasten things up, and it just completely shuts it down, slows it down, just to keep possession of the ball. Does a Cruyff turn, swaps his hair, looks like, like bro, spits on his hand and swaps it off. Bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Are you serious, really? Really, really, Odegaard? Are you serious, bro? But again, I don't want to turn this into a negative thing. We won in that matchup.
Yeah.
We won, and I don't want it to distort, the general good feeling about that matchup. Yeah, because I'll try and be very fair. That was a win in all
Oh yeah.
ramifications, bro. At Stamford Bridge, come on, man. We have to, bro. There were years, yeah, years back, yeah, during the Mourinho period, yeah, bro. All the Conte periods, yeah, bro, where I had to
Mm.
go to Stamford Bridge, yeah,
And we get
and
rolled
whenever
over,
I'm
wouldn't we,
coming back,
bro?
exactly, bro. Whenever I'm coming back, I'm either in tears or I'm either, I mean, is it in post depression after the game? I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy. All those years where I used to go to Stamford Bridge, I cry out, of those stadiums because those were horrible times. But these days, we go to the stadium, we kind of get this win. It's something to arouse. But it's now down to us as podcasters to actually constructively criticize the team in those areas that we were lacking. But the win, good win. I really like that. We could actually go to enemy territory and get a 3-2 win. But we should be able to talk about our defensive frailties and how weak our midfield was after the changes by Mikel Arteta. Instead of shutting it down, he
Mm.
just completely left it wide open for attacking Chelsea players to just run it wild and free and get those goals. We've given them a lifeline. Don't get that wrong. But again, we've not lost in the Emirates in about 15, 16 games. We have 14 wins at the Emirates with one draw at the
Have
Emirates.
we
I
lost at the
don't think
Emirates? I don't think we've lost at the Emirates this season, have we?
we've not lost at the Emirates this season, bro. That's what I
No.
told you. 14 wins and one draw. I think maybe two draws now with that Liverpool game. I don't know, but it is within those numbers, within those confines, and we've not lost a single game at the Emirates this season. Let's keep going with that record because on the long run, it's going to really, really, really help us out, bro.
No,
Being strong at home is a big thing to really have in your ammunition.
as I said, like I feel like looking at the first leg result, all the main thing was to come out there with something, man, and we got the win. I would have definitely, as I said, I would have taken a 1 goal margin if you offered it before the game, Tony. Um, Again, on the flip side of that, I know there's opportunities to kill it off even more. And yeah, that way it comes to frustration is like we could have had the tie done and dusted already in the first leg. It gives them a little bit of hope going into the second leg with a 1 goal margin. We saw Palace
Yeah,
in the quarterfinal take it to penalties against us, didn't we? Even when we had a 1 goal margin as well and we went a goal up. So it gives them that little bit of hope coming into the Emirates. But I do believe we progressed, Tony, against this Chelsea team. And I do believe we'll be facing most likely Manchester City, in the final, bro. What you Before we move on, in terms of the Carabao Cup overall as a trophy, right? I get it gets dismissed. It's probably number 4 out of all the ones you can possibly win, right? For me,
yeah,
I'm I still think it's a trophy. Like, yeah, it's not the be all or end all of it, but we win that trophy in March, Tony, right? The team has that
mm,
mentality. They've won together. They know
mm,
what it feels like to win together. And I feel like that could be a stepping stone, like many other teams have done in the
yeah,
past. Like Pep Guardiola's first trophy was Carabao Cup at Man City. Jose Mourinho's
yeah,
trophy was at Chelsea was a Carabao Cup as well. They used it as stepping
yeah,
stone to go on to the bigger things, the Premier Leagues and in the end the Champions Leagues and all that. So
yeah.
where you really at with the Carabao Cup? Because we have a big opportunity to make it to the final, man, against City.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's been a long time we've won this competition. Yeah, it
Oh
has
yeah.
always eluded us. It's not like we've not gotten into some in semi-finals or finals. I mean, I remember the final we got into where Chelsea malhandled us with Hazard and all. All those players during those times. Yeah,
Mm.
N'Golo Kante and other rioters at the time. But again, it's just good to know that that phase of domination from Chelsea has already gone. So you know, we're now in a new phase. But in this new phase, yeah, Guardiola has come out to actually say something. I use the Carabao Cup as a stepstone to the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the greatest manager of all time. People, and I know it angers you when I say these things, yeah. I know you want to put Arsene Wenger into that conversation. I know you want to put Alex Ferguson into that conversation. I know you want to talk about Ancelotti and all these, all these other big wigs, that have won, European competitions multiple times. But people, let's call a spade and put rivalry apart. Pep Guardiola is the best to have ever done it. People, I mean, come on,
Yeah.
bro. So when he says stuff like that, you better be listening to him, bro. And I hope his student Mikel Arteta has finally gained perspective. I think it's finally listening this season because of the kind of players he's actually putting in that competition right now. Yeah, I mean it's I mean before it was the kids in it, but right now it is now figuring out best of the best players in that competition. Probably maybe because he feels the pressure to perform in
Mm.
terms of we need a trophy this season to quiet the stomach rumblings. But again, I hear all that. But people, yeah, the Carabao Cup is a very, very old competition, bro. I mean, to be very sincere with you, I would even equate it down to near the time when the FA Cup was instituted, people. Yeah, it's a very old competition. Near the time when the FA Cup actually started, people. Yeah, and again, the FA Cup is the oldest cup game in the world, people, higher than the Champions League, higher than any of all these leagues you see here and there, bro.
Facts.
The oldest cup game in the world, the FA Cup. So if the Carabao Cup, definitely, it's just been called the Carabao Cup then, anyway. It's the League Cup, yeah. But again,
League Cup,
it was around that period that the competition was instituted. So it is what it is. A very important silverware to have. Yeah, it ushers you. It has the way of actually spoiling the team to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we've done it in the Carabao Cup. Why don't we just take this momentum now that we've gotten this first piece of silverware of the season and go into the Premiership? I think Arsenal can do it, bro. I think we can do it. Although we still have things to talk about because Guardiola is really making it difficult. I mean, he has gone to recruit Semenyo, who has scored in 2 games consecutively.
Yeah.
And with what I've heard right now, they've gone to close that deal for Matt
Yeah, it's
Gay,
done.
which they
It's
should.
done.
It's done. We'll have to talk about that, people. Yeah, those 2 things he has done has single-handedly transformed what this particular team would look like in the next 10, 20 games coming up.
They showed their ambition, didn't they, this January? Let's be real with it, man. They showed their ambition, Tony. You know, they go and sign Semenyo. Very, very good player. As you said, already made an instant impact for them. And now they had the defenders out, no Ruben Diaz, no Garvido. And they go straight away. £20 million, people. £20 million was a deal for a player like Mark Guehi, right? Fantastic player, fantastic signing. Very, very. Of course, we were looking at him as well for the summer. We was waiting for him until the summer. Same with Semenyo as well. Both of them we could have got, but we was waiting more for the summer anyway. But City, they go and sign a player like Guehi. It strengthens their team completely, even with the injuries that they have out. Semenyo strengthens their team completely as well. They got a lot of depth in the winners' positions now with Doku, with Foden gonna play out there, with Cherky. Now Semenyo could play both sides as well. So City
Exactly. You could play both sides. Yeah.
City are showing some ambition, aren't they, Tony? Man, like, you know what? I mean, we still have that 6-point gap ahead of them, but this is what they did last season as well. They went to sign Omar Mamouche, and I said it at the start of the window. I said, if City need a player, they'll go and get the job done. They'll show that ambition to get these types of players, and they've got 2 players there who have strengthened them completely. And it's they go to Man United, or is that Etihad, guys, or is it Old Trafford?
I think it's our Old Trafford, people. Yeah, it's our Old Trafford, people. Yeah. But people, don't look at that game as a game that it's gonna be City running riot. People, it's not gonna be like that, bro. That's a derby. It's gonna be hotly contested, bro. Hotly contested, bro. I don't really think it to be a walk in the park for City, but I think they'll scale through. That's the thing. I think they'll scale through because of the new players they've just gotten.
Yeah, and the fact as well, it's been 3 games for them, isn't it, that they've dropped points? 3 games in a row now. So it's like, Pep's going to need to bounce back for them. They play. Do they play before us, guys, as well? I'm pretty sure they.
Yeah, they played before us. Yeah, definitely
as well.
They played before us.
Oh my God, it's a 12:30 game, isn't it? 12:30 tomorrow.
It's a 12:30 game. Yeah, exactly. So, Arsenal's game is the last game of the day. We'll play around 5:30 UK time.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously City strengthened there. Should we move to our game, Tony, or should we? Because I want to.
We can move to our game, but slightly. One thing I also want to say too is that this what many fans are not really looking at right now is that this signing of Semenyo has the potential to cause a big rift in this title race. Yeah, and people haven't clocked it yet, but in the coming weeks they will clock it. They will have no other choice than to clock it. Yeah, this Semenyo deal. Yeah, man came in and he's scoring goals, bro. Do you know the impact? Do you know what Doku would say to himself when he sees those goals coming in from Semenyo?
He'll be wanting to prove himself more, right?
Dang, exactly. I mean, do you know what someone like Cherky would say to himself?
He's gonna
Oh,
want to
this
be.
Jesus just comes.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. This Jesus just comes into the football club. What is going on here? I have to score goals. You see, bro, Guardiola. I mean, TPP. Yeah, that is why. Yeah, when people are talking about a manager that knows his onions, bro. I mean, sometimes. I mean, you just have to remove. I mean, just dock the cap. Yeah, to the owner of the cap, bro. Pep Guardiola, bro. This man knows the game. He understands the game. We're not going to clock it. We're still going to be dancing with this 6 point lead right now. If we're not consistent enough, if we drop points, bro, it's just 6 points, bro. If we drop any points, bro, City
Mm,
would be on our tails, bro.
mm.
Seriously. And now that they now have this Semenyo down there, bro, and they now have Matt Gay now for that at least a little bit of some similarity of defensive fortification, defensive structure brought back to that back four that they have down there, bro. I mean, we're now looking at a revamped City side that's ready to actually go head to head with us. I mean, it's scary times in the next coming weeks. We've not clocked it yet. Arsenal fans haven't clocked it yet because what I'm seeing on the podcasters do are like, Pep Guardiola is just buying. Like, bro, he's not just buying, bro. He is strategically revamped his squad, strategically, bro, and that's what people
Mm.
can't see. And when Mamouche comes back, I think he's already back after the
Yeah,
Usta
he's back. He's back.
of
Yeah.
Egypt. Yeah, Nori is back. He had a good game the other day. So
Yep.
I mean, with the army coming back and they're seeing this improvement from Semania, only one man, bro, they're gonna be angry, bro. They're gonna be angry. They want to prove themselves. They'll look. They'll take a hard deep look in the mirror and say, you know what? Yeah, I have to be scoring goals like this guy too, and that could just change everything. But again, we're 6 point up. Again, you cannot lose the title if you win all your games from now to the end of the season. How about
For absolute facts, bro. And let's not forget we have to go to that Etihad game as well, Tony, and play them at their place. This and it's still 6 points in it. So yeah, we just got to keep winning our games, man. But no, you're right with Semenyo. This is why I really wanted us to hijack the deal in January. But it looked like we was waiting for the summer. Like he actually apparently called Arsenal and said,
Oh,
put in a move
oh,
for
oh, you
me.
heard that. You heard
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
He
heard
he
he
wanted
called
us.
people.
He wanted us, bro. He wanted us, and he would have been a
Arteta.
good, really good signing because, as I said earlier, this guy can play left and right. Anyway, he's very versatile in that sense. He's both footed as well, So I think we should have gone for a player like Semenyo. I feel like he's done it in the Prem recently, and you're seeing already, Tony, made an instant impact with City in both the games now. And he will be a big, big impact. And as you said as well, it's that competition, isn't it? Like you're gonna see Doku now probably up his game. You're gonna see Cherky up his game now as well. Whoever else they play out wide, they're thinking, hold on a minute, now he's in here. I need to prove to
Yeah,
Pep that I can still get into this team. So their attack may their attack will strengthen, I feel like. Even and we're forgetting, Tony, about Mr. Erling Haaland up front as well still. Still bagging the goals for fun, isn't he, ends of the day? But now they've added that more with Semenyo there. More creativity, very, very tricky player to deal with. And then obviously they go and sign Mark Gahey now for £20 million. Absolute solid centre back to add into their team.
but bro, that's a big steal, bro.
It
That's a
is
steal, bro. For 20 million, bro.
20
That's an
million.
80 million player, bro. Bro, Arsenal, what were you doing? I mean, we could have
Mm,
just gone and, bro, come on, man. Bro, even with 22 million pounds, bro, easy. Got this guy, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but it is what it is, bro. It is what. Even if he came down to Arsenal, where will he play? That's the
that's
problem.
that was a thing that we was all talking about, wasn't it? It's like, I
Mm,
mean, it's Mark Gay. He would have been an absolute no-brainer type of player to
mm,
sign, but it's like Saliba, Gabriel's
mm.
there already. We have a lot of
Yeah,
depth in that centre back position with Nkapie, Mosquera can play there, Calafiori can play there as well. So it was all about that really. But um, again, it's no one that was waiting for the summer really to get him as a free transfer. And then Man City come in, that they're ambitious. they needed that position and they get the job done just like that. Really, it's what City have proved to be doing in the recent January windows as well. Even as I said with Omar Mamouche. So disappointing, man, disappointing. But this let's move to our game, Tony, man. Nottingham Forest away from home. Sean Dyche returns, of course. Played him a few times, man, and we have struggled a bit against him. Arteta struggled a bit against him, where we know how this guy plays, bro. This guy will just sit back, Brexit football. We all know about Sean Dyche, right? He's done well as a manager to keep teams up. He did well to keep Burnley up for how many seasons it was, and then Everton as well.
I think Everton too, yeah, man.
So, now he's at Forest. I feel like, they are struggling in a relegation battle, but I feel like he will have enough in him to find a way to keep them up this season, to be fair. We're going away at Forest. The City grounds can be a very tough place to go to. They've still got some really good players in there. It's got we know what we have to do, man. We're gonna know the Man City result before the game as well, so they could go 3 behind us before we play this game. We know what we have to do, Tony. But how are you feeling? Are you feeling confident overall going away against a Sean Dyche team?
I feel confident about winning, but I don't feel confident about how we're gonna win. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll give you footnotes to that. I mean, Nottingham Forest have lost. I mean, they've lost like about back-to-back now. They've lost back-to-back 4 games back-to-back now, bro. It's really a team in the dump right now. But again, we do know that it's not the big teams that we are really afraid of. Yeah, I mean, no one was really very scared going to Stamford Bridge, thinking that we're gonna lose. No, people weren't scared of that. But you know what? Yeah, we could literally go to Nottingham Forest, and there'll be that little doubt that man. Because I mean, this guys, yeah. I mean, but the manager you've just talked about, Sean Dyche football, yeah. Forget how he plays. That'll be a big factor when we play them tomorrow. You know that, right? It's not a factor you're going to throw away. But I mean, just keep that aside, yeah. Nottingham Forest have certain kind of players that could really, really, really step up. Yeah, I mean, when they see Arsenal is coming to town, they would just step up. That's what all these teams have been doing. Wolves, they step up against Arsenal, bro. That is the team, yeah. That's 20th in the league table, bro. Standing up to Arsenal. We've had teams like Bournemouth, who is currently in 15th, yeah, standing up to Arsenal at home, people. All these teams know how to stand up against Arsenal. Sunderland, who is in 10th position right now, standing up to Arsenal. Everton, who is in 12th position, standing up to Arsenal. It's not like these teams are better than us, but when Arsenal is coming, they already have a pre-set template on how to beat Arsenal. It's simple. Pack the bus and hit Arsenal on the counter-attack. It's pretty much a Bible, a preset Bible scripture, just use it and play against Arsenal. You might be at the end of something. But again, for this particular one against Nottingham Forest, they have very dogged players that could actually step up. That's my fear with the whole thing. They have Hudson-Odoi. If you get him angry, he could really, really step up and step up in a mad way. They have Gibbs White. On a good day, Gibbs White could step up his game. Martin Gibbs White is a dangerous player when you get him angry. They have a certain player called Jesus. He came from the Brazilian
Fogo, I think.
Botafogo, exactly. He came from Botafogo from Brazil. Very dogged player. And that player, yeah, you know one thing about him? He presses relentlessly. I'll give you an example of someone who pressed our team relentlessly and scored a goal. Evan Nielsen. Do you remember that goal he scored against Arsenal? Where he was pressing and caused lots of problems. And Gabriel Magalhaes sent the ball into our own 18-yard box. And man, single-handedly, because he's pressing hard, pause, went down there and scored the goal. So now just imagine Jesus is the more efficient, number one, is the more efficient, is the more stronger, and is the more dogged presser of the ball than Evan Nielsen. So if we're not careful on the day, this guy has a way of actually pressing us to oblivion. People, yeah, we have to be very, very, very wary of him. And again, if there's any other thing I hate in a team, yeah, it's someone who has a vendetta against our team. Yeah, like maybe okay, let's for instance, yeah, maybe okay, yes, we sent Alexander to Nottingham Forest, yeah, and maybe he manages to get game time with Nottingham Forest. Definitely, he will have some sort of vendetta against Arsenal, innit?
Can he play?
To actually come
Can
in
he play?
and show us what we're missing. He's not going to play because I'm going to use another. I want to use him as a template. There's another player who is down there who hates Arsenal after we used and dumped him. People, Omari Hutchinson from the Leeds. He has a vendetta against Arsenal. He doesn't like us. He's ready. He's ready to step up his game times 10. Even if he doesn't step up, in other games against Fulham, against Bournemouth, he doesn't care. Against Arsenal, he's going to step up the play. People, they have players that are going to step up against us. So people thinking that this game is already in the bag, think again, bro. The rapport side, I get that. But we've seen them step up against teams that people never thought that they could step up against. Look at Liverpool. Do you remember what they did against Liverpool at Anfield, bro?
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember the scoreline? Do you remember the scoreline?
Yeah, they they won, didn't they?
They won at Anfield. Do you remember the scoreline?
3-0, won it?
3-0,
3-0. Yeah.
Exactly, 3-0, people. Now, see, people. I know. It might not be the gospel you people want to hear, but we have to be very, very careful about Nottingham Forest this weekend as we go down there. Sangare is coming back fresh from the AFCON competition, ready to take scalps. The last game he played before he left for the AFCON competition, he scored a very, very freaking worldy, people. Can you remember the world he scored just before he left for the African Cup of Nations? People, he's back into the middle of the park now. Martin Odoi, of course, is going to be down there too. Just like I told you guys, is going to be there. They also have a player too who I also like, Anderson.
Elliot Anderson. Very, very good.
Anderson, amazing player. Bro, we've not even talked about Murillo in the back.
Murillo's still doing the business in the defense of them. Still a very, very slow.
I don't know about you, bro. I would say we should be very careful about it. It is a potential banana skin, mostly away from home. And again, Arsenal have been conceding. Mind you, Arsenal have been conceding goals. I'm not saying our defense is not the best in the world or whatever. But I'm saying that we've been conceding goals, even if we've been winning games. Take a look at the Bournemouth game. Yeah? We scored goals, we allowed Bournemouth back into the game. Yeah? It's not like we don't have the best defense, but sometimes these games have a certain way of, just going haywire, bro. Mostly with Mikel Arteta's in-game management not being potent enough, not knowing when to shut the game totally down and not knowing when to actually step up the engine and go for the kill. So these are also potential risks in that game. What Mikel Arteta is thinking. We as podcasters know what we're thinking, know what we need to do, but Mikel Arteta has a different idea of what he thinks of.
Well, Arteta has lost. I'm looking at it now. Arteta has lost 3 times since he's been Arsenal manager at the City ground, Tony. Sorry. No. Sorry. He's lost twice and won once and only drew once as well. So out of a possible 4 attempts, he's only won 1 game. Obviously, last season was that 0-0 draw where they really frustrated us at City ground. The year before that, I think Gabriel Jesus stepped up, and that's a game that he won 2-1. The year before that, they beat us 1-0 when Anoui scored that goal second to last game of the season. And the year before that was in the FA Cup where they beat us as well, 1-0. So again, the City ground is not it's a very difficult place to go to. For
Mm.
us. Yes, people will say we beat them. If you remember at the start of the season, we beat them 3-0, but I'm pretty sure they had Ange Postecoglou. That was his first game, wasn't it, for
Yeah,
Forest? So
for Forest, yeah.
and we saw how that worked out. So I'm just saying, Sean Dyche, they had Sean Dyche this season when as you said, Tony, they battered Liverpool at Anfield 3-0. He was the manager.
Hmm.
People can say,
Hmm.
oh, he plays this negative football, but he done up Liverpool 3-0, at Anfield. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to us, but I think you're right, Tony. It's a game that could be a potential banana skin. I still think we find a way to go over the line, though. But lineup wise, what are we saying in terms of? I mean, I think the goalkeeper is pretty obvious. Reyes in goal for sure, but
Yeah, for sure. He has to come back.
the two centre backs, Saliba, Gabriel, obviously. But what about the fullbacks, bro? Do we go with Ben White again, and do we go with Timber, or does MLS come into this game? Because for me, I'd go Timber and Ben White again.
Josh, see, yeah, we have to be, and this is the problem I always have with Arsenal fans. Yeah, when a player is just coming back from an injury and he has a very, very good game, yeah, we want more. Suddenly we turn to Oliver Twist. We want more. We
Yeah,
want
but
more and
has
more and more. We want to run the play. No, then Josh, I'm not gonna have it, bro. I mean, me and you're gonna. I mean, we're so much friends, yeah. That I mean, we have to go. We have to go to fisticuffs now. Boxing, I don't care. You to boxing,
bro.
I don't care. See, Josh, man. See, why is it that when any player comes back from injury, yeah, you want more of the player, more and more. I mean, you don't care if it's just coming back. You just want to see him play again, again. And bro, this is football, bro. This is human being, bro. This is not AI, bro. I know you're a young dude, yeah, but bro, this is not AI. It's
So
not AI playing.
has
I mean,
Lewis
people in the
Kelly?
chat, I know you guys think it's AI playing, bro. These are not AI. These are human beings, bro. These are human beings, flesh and blood. Yeah, with legs, with limbs, with hands, with eyes, bro. They're fallible beings, bro. Yeah, I mean, come on, Josh, come on, bro. You knew what happened to Ben White when he came on the last time.
And
You
I
knew
knew
what
what
happened,
happened,
right?
bro. I don't know
After
what
a
happened to
game or
Lewis
two.
Kelly, man.
Bye bye. Bro, come on, bro.
What,
Let's
Tony,
don't do this,
Tony,
guy.
Tony? What about Lewis Kelly, bro? In the recent games, bro, he's been getting caught out, man. He's been off it. I ain't dismissing the guy because he's a quad. He proved it last season how good of a player he is. But at the end of the day, bro, every time he's played this season in that left back position, right, since he's came back, he's really struggled there. And it's always been a
Mm,
side that other teams been targeting in the recent games. It's a side that you look at and feel like, hold on a minute. You've seen him a few times this season. He looks shaky, right? It's
mm,
because for me,
yeah,
he ain't playing enough games. And we had this conversation last week, bro. He was like, he's got to work his way back in the team. He has to prove himself with the competition that
yeah.
he's got with Richie there. So I'm saying, based on what I've seen with Lewis Skelly, are you confident that this guy's going to step up considering his recent performances and the recent form in left back? Because I'll be real, even against, was it Portsmouth that we played? I thought he looked shaky against Portsmouth, personally. Was it it might have been that game, or there's a few games before that anyway. But either way, Ben White comes in, probably one of our best players against Chelsea, right? I get the injury concerns. I get that completely. But I wouldn't, I don't know. It's one of those ones. Would you actually play Skelly for this game then, even though he's been playing poor?
Josh, again, it's not one of those. It's an injury waiting to happen, bro. Bro, see, yeah, we've seen this time and time and time again, bro. And bro, it gets me. I mean, it gets me giddy at times, bro. Yeah, bro. See, yeah, how many more times does Benjamin White have to go under the knife before we know that we have to use him sparingly, bro? Bro, he's not a machine. Yeah. Yes, he had a good run out at Chelsea Football Club, but bro, we have to tone it down a bit, bro.
Yeah,
Tone
I
it
agree.
down a
I
bit.
agree.
Tone it down a bit. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, left for me, I want to always see them play. I want to always see Ben White play. But again, yeah, you have to also remember that Duran Timber has locked down that position too. So it is what it is. I, I, I don't want to see Ben White being risked again in that game, bro.
Okay.
I think he will just capsize and fall again, and he will go straight to injuries. And you know what? Now there is no time for slip ups due to injuries because no one in these rivalries, yeah, that we have right now, yeah, is gonna give us a listening ear. They could listen to Man City when they say, "Oh, they have an injury." They could listen to them and say, "Oh, okay, they can have mercy on them." But no one is gonna. I mean, no one is gonna have a mercy on Arsenal, bro. We are the
Hmm.
most hated football club, yeah, in the whole atmosphere, bro. Yeah, we are the most hated, bro. No one is going to listen to us and say, "Oh, our players got injured." No, so that's why we have to be very, very careful with how we use these players, bro. Ben White just came in. Let's ease him into it. You know what? Yeah, I might even risk Mazda with Kelly in this game, bro. I think Nkapia
Okay.
is okay. I think Nkapia is okay, but I would rather even risk Miles Lewis Kelly to play on that left hand side and to allow Julian Timber go down to the right hand side. Seriously,
I'll tell you what.
I'm not gonna play with Benjamin White's fitness levels, bro. Seriously, I'm not. I'm
I
not.
t- I t- I tell you what. Then I'm gonna do a poll for the chat. Right? Who
Yeah,
starts left back,
yeah. Let's
people?
do it, guys.
Lewis Skelly
Yeah.
or Timber? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I get your point. Of course, the whole injuries, bro. I get that completely. But at the same time, for me, I'm looking at this type of game away at Forest. Skelly's been struggling recently in that position.
Yeah, true.
That's my point there. So let me know, people. Vote on the poll. What are you guys saying?
No,
Yeah.
Timber would, of course, Timber would definitely win. When they see Timber there, they would just pick Timber. Come on, guy.
No, 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 no,
Josh,
no, 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 no,
Josh, that,
no, no, Chris. No, no,
my guy,
no,
Josh.
no, 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 no. No, no, no,
People,
no, no,
when
no,
when
no,
when
no.
people see the poll, they will pick Timber. I mean,
Yes,
someone has even put it down there. He said Timber.
the the point is Timber starts left back, people. Listen to the point.
I know, but
White's
that poll
right
in
back.
itself, yeah. When they see Timber, there's favor. I mean, they won't even listen to anything. They will just say, "Oh, Timber." So I mean, it is what it is.
I
No
hear
matter
it. I
what
hear it.
me and you are saying here, they will just put Timber. Come on, guys.
Big up Flicks for the kind donation, my
Big up
friend.
Flicks.
Big up Flicks, man.
Yeah, big
Big up
ups.
Flicks.
Thanks for that, Flicks. Big ups to you. God bless you. Anyone that drops money for any of my friends, even me too, big ups to any of you. Yeah. God bless you guys. Yeah. Keep supporting the channel. Yeah. It really
Yeah.
helps us. Yeah. Big ups.
Appreciate you, Flicks, man. Thank you for that, my friend. Hope you've been keeping well, bro. Right now it's 50-50 to be fair. 10 of you guys have voted 50-50, Lewis Skelly and Timber. So even, man. Even. So yeah. There we go. So yeah, okay. So we've had that debate there. Wherever the back four is gonna be. Well, we've got midfield three, bro. Midfield three. I think Rice and Zubi have got to be there straight away. But who starts in front? Do we give Eze the start? He's not starting in 5 games, bro, in the Premier League. Eze or Odegaard?
You know what? Yeah. This is the thing. This is what I've noticed. Yeah. Arteta would do Arteta thing. No matter what me and you say here as podcasters, Arteta has his own ideas. He likes who he likes. He has his favorites in the team. That's one thing you need to understand. No matter how many you clamor for Eze, he's gonna use Odegaard, and I get why he wants to use Odegaard. I mean, even as human beings, yeah, we go for what we trust, isn't it? Yeah. If you don't trust me, you won't have me do a show with you down here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't trust Rory, you won't. I mean, if he's not your favorite, yeah, you won't have him as your buddy. You won't have him as someone you do shows with. Yeah, yeah. So
Facts.
we generally go for what we actually trust. Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, but sometimes what we trust at times isn't really what can really totally get us to where we want to get to. I can give you 3 podcasters right now you could do shows with that you just get more. You just get more subscribers. Yeah,
Mm.
you could do a show with Saeed right now. You would get more subscribers. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is the trusted person per se might not really be the one to get you the subscribers. Yeah, it might be the
Yeah.
ones that you don't really trust that could actually do get you the subscribers. Which is just what I'm trying to say, and that's what I'm trying to say with our team. Odegaard might be the favorite of Mikel Arteta. He might be the one the manager calls in, to clock in tomorrow. But we do know that Eze has certain capabilities and certain strengths. He might not be showing it, but I think that's due to the manager putting him in that position. Though I know he didn't have a good showing against Portsmouth. That's the manager's doing. That's the manager's doing. When a player is down and out, yeah, how do you get him back to form? You keep playing it. You keep playing it. I mean, Saka is out of form, but he keeps playing him, yeah. He keeps playing him, innit? He keeps playing him.
Mm.
Yeah. Trossard was out of form. What did he do? He kept playing Trossard. Now Trossard is in form right now. Martinelli, what happened? Dropped. I mean, whenever Trossard, is injured or is on the bench, gives Martinelli a chance, giving him lots of chances in the UEFA Champions League, and it's kicking. It's kicking. So I mean, you have to just give Eze a chance. The reason why I want Eze to be in this game is that Eze, because see, this game, yeah, is gonna be that kind of game, yeah, that it's Shondage football, typical Shondage football. He's gonna shut up shop. He's gonna keep a low block and try to hit us on a counter attack. And don't be fooled. Even within that counter attacking gameplay that they want to play with a low block at the same time, yeah, they have fast paced players that could actually overrun Arsenal. Hudson Odoi, Gibbs, they're fast lightning players, yeah. Jesus, lightning player too. Or Mary Hutchinson, lightning player too. They can catch you on the break. So, what do you need to do when you have this kind of low block teams? You need a player that could actually open up
Need
pocket
creativity.
spaces. Yeah, yeah, a bit of creativity and a moments player, someone who has that time to actually conjure something one on one with players who can be able to take on his man, take on the man, yeah, take on the player, take on the opposition, and that player is Eze. One on one is that kind of guy that could, really, really, really get going and work his magic to open up the place while Gyökeres is busy there fighting up with the center halves. I mean, Morilla, mind you, Morilla is a big,
He's a
tall,
beast. He's a beast. Yeah.
he's a beast. Yeah, exactly. So you need Gyökeres to kind of like use his strength to kind of like just kind of hold him off a bit. So while it's a big, big, big threat to Murillo, Anderson, and all these other people down there, maybe AJ could just be exploiting those little spaces around there, taking on his man, dragging people to him while opening up the play for Saka, Trossard to just get in behind the defenders and try to get some decent crosses into the 18-yard box. That's the only way we could do it. And left for me, I don't even want to see Saka start. I want to see someone like Madueke start the game. I mean, people, he didn't play in that game. He didn't. He didn't play in that game against Chelsea, bro. Yeah, but I want to see him come in, start the first half. Yeah, because I
Mm.
think because of course we know he doesn't have the end product, but we've seen him cause big, big, big problems when he drifts, when he dribbles, when he uses his technical abilities to just get into the 18-yard box and actually take on his man. We're gonna need those kind of players to actually open up this Nottingham Forest defense, people. Yeah, I mean, you man, look at it like those kind of games that we've already clocked in and we've already won. It's a lie. So that's just gonna block the whole place, people. It's Arsenal. We're coming to town. They're gonna play a deep, deep, deep low block. So we just have to try and open up the team by any means necessary. And I think Eze can use his individual strength to open that team up and Madueke in the first half. Then in the second half, you can bring in Saka to do one or two things too. But Saka's form has been dreadful. I don't trust him to play now.
Oh wait, so you'd some Madueke, yeah?
Yeah, I start.
Fair
I,
play.
I have to agree with you. I think 2 weeks ago we were talking about Madueke starting. I wasn't really, really. key on that because I was thinking that,
Oh, he's gone. Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties. He's back. He's back.
okay, yeah.
You're back. As
Yeah,
you saying, bro.
because Saka has, yeah, I'm sorry, because Saka has always, stank out the place. But I've always thought that is one of our biggest performers. Even last season, 2 seasons ago, our highest goal scorer. So these things, yeah, sometimes it works both ways, yeah. But I've really seen that his form is really stinky, bro, and his form is not really helping Gyökeres. So I would literally see Madueke come in for Bukayo Saka. At least give him a start, bro. Give him a start.
Striker for you, Gyökeres, yeah? Gets another go up front.
Yeah. Because we're gonna be dealing with beasts. People, I know they've considered goals, but mind you, I will remind you guys here. These guys, they step up when they play against Arsenal. Even Wolves stepped up when they played against Arsenal, bro. They could get smashed up by Manchester United. They could get smashed up by all this. But when it comes to Arsenal, I mean, suddenly they drink Red Bull and suddenly they can fly. Suddenly they drink Red Bull and then this man can fly. So, I mean, it is what it is. We need players who would, hit the ground running in that game, bro.
It'd be interesting to see what he just does on the left wing, though, because he played Trossard against Chelsea, right? Martinelli came off the bench. Martinelli scored a hat-trick in the Portsmouth game in the FA Cup. I was thinking he'll play him again against Chelsea. So it'd be interesting to see who he plays on the left wing. Does he go with Trossard? Does he go with Martinelli again? The thing with me and Martinelli is in the Premier League games, Tony, he's really been off it. Let's be real with it. He doesn't take his opportunity. Yeah. He didn't take his opportunity in the Premier League games. Any other competition, he seems to thrive in his other competitions, right? So I think go with Trossard again, maybe on this game on the left wing. Even in some of these away games this season, Trossard, he stepped up. Think about the Fulham game, where again it's a quite similar to this type of game. It's going to be that had potential to be a bit of a banana skin game against them, right? Very, very tough game, but Trossard stepped up and got us that big goal in that game. So, and I say all the time, like, I think many people can agree Trossard's body been our best. Well, he has been our best attacker this season so far. He's really stepped up. So I think for this big Premier League game, I think we go with Trossard on the left wing. So
I think it's gonna be Trossard. Again, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, we say what we want to say. Arteta does what he wants to do. I mean, when Martinelli is scoring a hat trick, yeah, of course, against Portsmouth, the natural thing to do is to play him against Chelsea. But again, the manager he does what he likes. So, but again, and I hear that Trossard shout. Yeah, Trossard has been tremendous for us down the left-hand side, but it is what it is. I think it will start Trossard. Yeah. And for me, I would say start Trossard so that in the second half, when Nottingham Forest start having tired legs, because when they're defending, they're going to be trying to cover lots of spaces, cover lots of ground, trying to defend against Arsenal. And, they'll be weary, they'll be tired. They'll get tired, yeah. They'll be tired legs. And then you can later on just bring in Martinelli to sound the alarm later on. So, bringing in Martinelli in the 70th minute, it's not such a bad idea, though, because they'll be having tired legs and they'll just want to, try to keep Arsenal at bay, and then Arsenal could just bring in Martinelli and Saka, and if there's any strength left in them, definitely they could get us something.
Yeah, 100%.
So Trossard start.
What's the score prediction saying for this game? I'm gonna go with a 1-0 straight away. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Tricky game. Sean Dyche will make it for us, but I think we'll get a goal. 3 points.
I think it will be like that. I think it will be like that. Bournemouth game.
Bournemouth game, yeah.
It'll be tough. It'll be tougher than we think. For me, that's what I feel. I think they will step up against us. I think they will score. I think they will score a goal against the run of play. I think they will score a counter-attack goal. I'm looking at 3-2. Arsenal win.
A 3-2, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
play.
yeah. And going forward, we'll be conceding goals. I mean, let's don't throw that fact
Yeah,
away
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that we've
yeah.
not
That's
been
true.
having clean sheets, bro. We've conceded against Chelsea. We conceded goals against Bournemouth. There was another game we conceded goals again. Can you remember? There was another.
Uh, Let me quickly get our fixtures up quickly. The
We
last
conceded an
time,
early goal against Portsmouth, though. Yeah. No clean sheet
yeah,
against Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, Bournemouth, Villa, we conceded that late goal. Brighton, we conceded that
Villa, we
goal.
considered that late goal.
Wolves, we conceded
Yeah,
that goal.
exactly. Yeah. So as you can see, we've not been keeping clean sheets either. There's a problem we're now having defensively. Maybe it's due to the injuries that we have. Maybe someone is not locking down that left hand side. I completely get that. Gabriel Magalhaes is just coming back to the side. I completely get that. I mean, we have some concerns defensively now because we're now conceding goals and we're now making it habitual to actually concede late goals, and that scares me a lot. So we have to be 2-3 nil up to be assured of any confident any confident thing coming out of that game. Mostly when we're in the 80th minute, 82nd minute, 90th minute. I mean, we need 3 goals, and I think Arsenal will get the goals though. But it's
I get the win.
defensively. I think they might score 1 or 2. So I think 3-2 Arsenal win.
Okay. Just before we go, man, I wanted to quickly get. There's some news that came out the other day about Anthony Gordon, Tony, to Arsenal making him the #1 target on the left wing for the summer
Mm,
transfer window. Newcastle going to want a lot of money for around £70, £70 million. Sorry, um,
mm.
my friend. I mean, does this excite you, Anthony Gordon, in the summer? You know, he scored a few goals in the Champions League this season. I think he's their top goal scorer in Champions League with 5, 6 goals, similar to
Mm,
Martinelli. But I think he's actually been really underperforming in the
yeah.
in the Premier League for them. If I quickly get, he scored 2 goals this season in the Premier League in 16
Mm,
matches.
mm,
Um, Champions League, as I said, he scored 5 goals, but Premier League, he's reminding me so much from Martinelli. Martinelli doing bits in Champions League, other competitions, but Premier League hasn't cut it. But I mean, £70 million is what Newcastle want for this guy. Left win when there's so many other options out there, Tony. I mean, does this excite you? Like, if we're looking at him in the summer.
bro, it doesn't excite me one bit, bro. I mean, if you give me this news like 2 years ago, two
Mm.
seasons ago, approximately a season ago, 3 seasons ago, yeah, I would say okay, yeah. But now I think Gordon has been found out. Don't get it twisted. He's still a good player. The pace is still in him. But again, I wonder how many more years he has to really, 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 really play at the highest level, bro. I'm doubtful about that. The pace is still there, but I think he's really, really, really being found out in the league right now. I think we need something more different, something more, something more. I mean, something more technical about the player, something more dynamic about the player. Rodrigo can do that. So rather than throw away
Mm.
that £70 million for Gordon, why not go to Real Madrid and tell Real Madrid, you know what? Yeah, let's put an ambitious transfer. Knock on the door for Real Madrid's Vinicius Junior. How about that?
Mm.
I heard is thinking of leaving Real Madrid and is looking at Europe right at Saudi Arabia. I know that's a far fetch, but again, why can't we try it? We're Arsenal Football Club. Why can't we do it? I'm looking at Rodrigo. How about that? Yeah, Rodrigo. Yeah, no game time
Rodrigo.
against
Yep.
in an Alonso team, and I'm not sure Avaloa is going to look at him right now because Albacete yeah, a team from the second division, just
they
smacked
knocked them
up,
out. Yeah.
Real Madrid. Now, people will say, okay, yeah, Abba says they won, so what does that mean? Good, then I'll give you footnotes to that. Abba says they just dumped Real Madrid out of the Copa del Rey. Yeah, so
Hmm.
that narrows down the competitions that a player who is on the fringes would be able to play. So what does that mean now? It means that the manager will now resort to using the big guns in the remainder of the games they have because they don't have any Copa del Rey to play. They don't. They don't.
Mm.
And Rodrigo isn't the favorite in the team. They have other players like Mostotano.
Yeah,
They have Kylian
me,
Mbappe who could also
Brennan
play. They have
Diaz.
Vini who could play in those places. Bro, they have Kills who could play in that place. So, which still puts Rodrigo into that precarious position of trying to live the football club in the first place. So it is what it is, isn't it? So why don't we
Um,
go knock on that door and try and bring in Rodrigo with that money,
yeah,
bro? With that money, bro. 70, 80 million, bro. With 60, 50, we get Rodrigo easy, bro.
yeah.
Easy,
Facts,
bro.
bro.
Because they want
Facts,
him out. It's a
facts, bro.
no-brainer,
Facts.
bro.
The poll saying 93% say no. They don't. Sorry, they don't want Gordon. It's only 7% saying yes. So there we go. Quite a big statement there, guys. Big up Half Viking for the super chat, my friend. Thank you very much for that, bro.
Big
Absolute
ups.
real one. Big up Half Viking. Thank you very much for the kind donation. Really appreciate you. He says big up to Napoli. They need to start winning again. Yes, Napoli, of course. With Conte still in a title race over there in Serie A as well with Inter and the
Yeah,
and the
Fabregas
other team.
lost. Fabregas lost his football club. Lost against AC
Mm.
Milan just the other day.
Como,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Como.
Como lost against
3-1.
AC Milan. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, big up to Half Viking, man. Really appreciate that. Rory comes with
Pick
a
up Half
question.
Viking.
Rory comes with a question. He says Rodrigo or Yildiz? I think Tony will be saying Rodrigo. To be fair,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind either of them. One or the other, I don't mind. I love Yildiz. I think he's absolutely top class. Rodrigo as well. You know,
I think Yildiz is good. Yeah, but again, I'm tired of experiments, bro. I mean, Gyökeres has now opened my eyes into this experiment and onto all these, things we classify as high class, as luxurious players, bro. I would go for the one that I know that okay can give us at least something, which is Rodrigo. Yildiz is
mm,
a good player. Guys, don't quote me wrong. I think he's a good player, but again, I think it is just another player that could be a hit or miss with our manager. Again, people, yeah, when you're looking at players, yeah, don't just look at the player and say, "Oh, this is a good player. He's gonna come to us and he's gonna tear shit up." No, you have
true.
Mikel Arteta as your manager, bro. You have to
Yeah.
also factor that into position too. I mean, if Udis even comes into play, how sure that Bukayo Saka is gonna pass the ball to him, bro? How sure are we that Saka is gonna pass the ball to him? How sure are we that Odegaard is gonna send the
Mm,
ball to him, bro?
mm,
So I mean, it's easy to look at these players and route them, but we also have to remember that we have a manager who's not really inclined in actually nurturing striking or attacking a product at all. He's not. He's not. He's not the guy for you know to nurture attacking players. He's not. I mean, we
yeah.
can talk about defensive midfielders. Yeah, he's improved them. I won't lie about that. He's improved our defenders. He's improved our midfielders. I completely agree with that. But attacking wise, I'm sorry, bro. He has a zero record with attackers. So instead of going for the attacker, that's a big risk, which is Yildiz, I would go for Rodrigo that at least is one stuff. He's one stop with Real Madrid. He can turn up in big games.
Yeah, yeah.
He can turn up. Yeah, yeah, he can turn up. So I'll take Rodrigo.
Rory's saying, but
Big up
how?
Scooper. Big up Scooper. Cooper,
Yeah,
I miss you,
Cooper, big
bro.
up.
Cooper.
Big up Cooper, man. Rory's saying, by that logic, Tony, how do you expect Rodrigo to work then?
I just gave the answer. I just gave the answer. I think it's more inclined. No, that's a good question. Yeah, but I think Rodrigo is more inclined.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think Rodrigo is more inclined. He's a winner. He's been under several managers with different styles and different stuff like that, and he's a winner. Key. Yildiz isn't a winner on Rodrigo level. Rodrigo has won Champions Leagues. Rodrigo has won Copa del Rey's. He's won. He plays with Brazil. He has certain technical abilities that I think Yildiz doesn't have. Yildiz is more of a goal poacher to me. He's not really blessed with certain technical abilities that I like. It's a good.
Mm.
He can hold off center halves. I completely get that. It could. It could also. It could also help. Usually, he helps usually with the build-up play. I've seen him play.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah,
could.
yeah.
Yeah, it could help with the build-up. I completely get that. But rather than going for Yildiz, why don't we go for someone that we can all agree that it's a no-brainer? Just bring him to the league. Alvarez.
Yeah.
So instead of spend all this money on someone that cannot be proven, just go ahead and go bring in Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. If you want to bank on something, you can at least bank on Alvarez as a backup dancer to Erling Haaland. Man scored about 17 goals in his first season, bro. Off the bench, bro. As a backup dancer to Erling Haaland, bro. And you know what it means for you to be a backup dancer to Erling Haaland? Less game times. No one wants to pass the ball to you. They're all looking for Haaland, bro. It was a backup dancer and got 17 goals. Now, went to Atletico, is tearing shit up down there. It's looking good. You could play in that false nine position. You can use him effectively as a number nine. You can use him in the wings. I've heard in some incendiary spaces, you could play as a number 10 if you want to be
Mm.
wild. He could even play as a number 10. It helps him build up play. He could hold up play even if he has a very small miniature stature. He can hold up play. He does lots of things with you know with the technical abilities that he has. So it's what it is at this point.
Yeah. You can see what happens, man. But yeah, Tony, I think that's it, my friend. I think done an hour and
Yeah.
30. Great show as
Mhm.
always, my bro. I think we covered everything really well. But yeah, just shout out. I know you're very busy today, my friend. You got two other shows, right? To do today. So let them all know, man. He froze again. I think he's froze, people. Yeah, he's froze. The aliens have got him again. Rory, bro, he's on your Wi-Fi, man. What's going on? Oh, people, make sure you smash the like if you enjoyed the show today, guys. I'm sure he'll come back. I want him to come back so he can shout out his channel and what content he's got coming up, man. Big up BBK for the raid earlier as well, bro. Really appreciate that. They won't come through channel as well a bit earlier on. But yeah, man. Make sure I haven't already. I think we're one like away from 40. So get the likes fired up as well. That'd be greatly appreciated, people. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, obviously, for the Forest game. We'll be back on Sunday for the women game. We're playing the FA Cup against Villa, so that'll be on Sunday. And then yeah, I may be back later this evening, actually, guys. I haven't decided. I mean, maybe 7 o'clock. There could be because I want to do a news show because there's quite a few things I want to talk about. And then so we'll have to wait and see. I could be live later on, people. But yeah, I don't know if Tony's gonna come back, guys. Aliens are gonna lay. But yeah, man. What's the poll saying about Gordon? 7% say yes, 93% say no. Oh my days. What was the other poll saying earlier? Yeah, a lot of you guys saying Timber at left back for tomorrow's game. I agree as well. I agree. It's nothing against Lewis Skelly because we know how good this guy is, but you know, obviously with him, he's been off it, hasn't he, in the recent games? Timber and Ben White. Ben White was superb. I get what Tony was saying about the injury, but Ben White was superb against Chelsea, I thought, So big up Jordan in the chat as well, mate. Big up to you, my brother. Hope you're good today, bro. I'm sure you're disappointed about Gahey going to Man City. I think that's a great signing for them, to be honest with you. It's a shame, man, but we're never going to get him in January because that's more of a summer thing anyway. It's just an opportunity in the summer. But it definitely strengthens their defense. Same with Semenyo as well. I feel like strengthens their attack. But yeah, I don't know if Tony's going to come back, man. His internet must have crashed completely. But yeah, anyway, make sure you guys sub to Tony. Haven't already. He's got a show in about 6 o'clock with his Man United fan, I think. They do their show, and then he's also got a show with Dom. Anyone from my channel, you guys know Dom very well. Arsenal domination. Yeah, big up to him. He's going to be going on Tony's channel as well. They do a good show. Always love listening to Dom as well. So big up to him. So that's what you can find on Tony's channel, guys. Make sure you sub to him. I think he's doing a watch on tomorrow for the Forest game. With Bargath as well. Shout out to him. So and I want to say thank you as well if they do watch this. If Miss Molina's around and if she somehow finds this on playback or whatever, a big shout out to Miss Molina for taking the watch on, because obviously we was at the game the other day in the Chelsea one, and she kindly took the watch on. So thanks to everyone who showed her support from my channel on there as well. Big shout out to her. But yeah, people, thanks all so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. As I said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow or maybe this evening. We have to wait and see. But yeah, have a great rest of your Fridays, people. What we get up to, and yeah, Tony's still not back yet, so make sure you subscribe to him as well. Having some technical difficulties, his internet's crashed. Anyway, people, we're getting out of it. Take care, people, and as always,